Builder Elephant here in the flesh. That's right, no plastic sig fig. Don't worry, you won't have to get used to this. I'm introducing a new series. I'm going to be doing an AFOL series, an adult fan of Lego series, which means if you're a kid, if you're under 18, please leave. It's not that I don't want you, it's just that this is for adult fans of Lego. So if you're under 18, please, you can just watch another video. We've got lots of family-friendly content, but this is for adults only. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I was recently qualified for super chats, which basically means people can donate money to the channel and get a super chat where their comment goes to the very top saying, we love your channel, this type of video is what we'd love to see more of, or hey, you know, maybe less of these videos and more of this video. But the problem is this channel is set to kids, which doesn't allow comments. So it got me thinking about how, you know, the channel really isn't doing as well as it used to. It still does well, you know, I've got a good steady stream of subscriptions and views, but it's not taking off as well as the old channel did before how YouTube decided to handle COPPA kind of went into place. And just because it's really limited how I can interact with the audience and how I can promote these videos. So I will be doing one series that is based for us, just us adults, just as geeky AFOLs. I can talk right now, I promise. I even got my adult beverage coffee because I am really tired and want to stay awake. But don't worry, because I'm an AFOL, so I've also got my Lego hat with the Star Wars pew 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 and my Lego shirt on. Just, you know, can't be too serious here, right? But anyway, these videos, they're gonna go more in depth. So for this particular one, we're gonna do a little haul video, and I'll take that section of the haul video out and put it in another separate, shorter video for my younger viewers. And then I'm also gonna do an unboxing of one of those haul videos in this video. And after that, I'll take that haul out, put it in a smaller video. But after I'm done with the unboxing, we're gonna just kind of discuss and talk longer about the set, and you know, more in an adult geeky fashion. So even if you are a kid, you probably wouldn't enjoy it as much if you're not 18, because you know, us adults have a different sense of humor. Things that I find hilarious, my kids just give me a blank look and stare at. So clearly I'm not as funny as I think I am. But that's neither here or there. So I'm hoping that with this AFOL series, where we go in a little more detail with things, kind of, I can have comments again and interact with all my adult Lego fans, because I know there's a lot of you out there who I just haven't talked to anymore and discussed Legos with, which is one of the things I loved about YouTube that got taken away, is talking about Legos. And so we have that. You know, I've got my my social media channels. We've got Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram, and if you want, I'll put, you know, description links to those social media platforms in the description of this video. But there's also just more I can do, because after these videos I can recommend other videos to watch and have them little appear in those little boxes, you know, because right now with kid videos I can't recommend other videos. So even though you're watching my John Wick custom minifigure mock, YouTube in their infinite wisdom has a whole bunch of Ryan Toy videos being suggested, which doesn't quite work, so I'm not going to get more views that way. So that's another nice feature. And also, since this is for adults, if there's anything I like, I can put affiliate links into, like Amazon and eBay, where you can follow this link, and if you don't like that particular product and you buy something else, you can, you know, a little bit of the portion of that what you paid to Amazon or eBay, I'll get as a commission. So you know, there's other ways to monetize this Lego channel to buy more Lego sets and make more videos. So without further ado, let's get to the Lego haul video. For this particular haul, it's so big it won't even fit in frame. So I'm going to show these sets piece by piece. But the major purchase was this thing underneath, the Daily Bugle. And I've been wanting the Daily Bugle for a long time. I've actually been saving gift cards for like a couple years now to save up for it. And most of this was purchased with gift cards. But I've always waited to get like some free stuff with it, because to spend this kind of money, I didn't want to just like spend it and get nothing. So I've been waiting for free sets, but every time a free set came around with purchase, they were sold out of the Daily Bugle, or they were very theme specific. Like you couldn't get the taxi free set unless you bought a modular build, or you know, you couldn't get this particular set unless you bought a Star Wars set. So I could never get the Daily Bugle with a free set. So even though it cost a lot of money, even if you spent you know, this large sum of money, you still couldn't get a $60 minimum purchase because it wasn't with a modular or Star Wars or whatever they were advertising that month. But they finally had a buy a Lego set and get a free set if you spend a certain amount of money. But the really cool thing was this huge set actually qualified me for 2 sets, because I also got the children's amusement park set, which is a really neat set just by itself. These little kids, you got the duck ring toss game, you got the strong bell game, you got the little monkey swing here, and so this is just kind of a cool set. And you got this if your purchase was $90 or more. So you got this 170 piece set if you bought $90 in Legos. They were also giving away the Cosmic Cardboard Adventure set for purchases of $160 or more. So because this is over $160, over $90, I got 2 sets. And this is a really cool set. I love the build here. It's a little fun, whimsical, like, you know, little kid's room with his imagination, and that's what Legos are, your imagination. And Builder Cheetah is excited about building this set with me because of the little bear in his mech suit. So that's kind of a cute little build there. But these are like really cool free sets that came with this larger purchase. But of course, this was the main thing I wanted, the Daily Bugle. Kind of do a side scroll here. I did the upper scroll, hopefully if my camera tricks worked, but you can just see this amazing, huge set. So many minifigures. This thing is constantly selling out, so I'm glad I was finally able to get it in stock. Now that the Lego haul's over, you know that I got the Daily Bugle Spider-Man set, and I'm very excited about that. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to open that up. So it's time to unbox my Lego Daily Bugle, and of course I have to do this unboxing. This is a pretty expensive set, and I'm going to pretty much milk it for all I can, for as many videos as I can. And the very first one will be the Daily Bugle unboxing. So when you see a big set like this, you don't get to open them very often, so to see what's inside is pretty cool. But on the bottom here, you just kind of have the parts, the information about it. This is for kids 18 and older. That's right, kids at 18 or older, I'm gonna say it. Set number 76178. There's 3,772 pieces in this set. And then, of course, the front cover, which we'll kind of have to get through different angles here. You can see the lower part, we got the street view. You've got some people running, probably Aunt May running from the devastation that's hitting the Bugle. And then you can kind of see the Punisher rushing in to save the day. You've got Blade here, Carnage, Sandman, Daredevil, just so many people right here on the base floor. Then, of course, you have the news feed, because this is a newspaper, even though newspapers are dead, not in the comic book world. I'm going to turn it around here. We just kind of see the side here. But we go to the middle of the building. You've got, you know, the Green Goblin busting through, and the Doc Ock climbing down the side. And you've got Spider-Man swinging into action. And then, of course, on the side, we have even more heroes. We've got Firestar and Spider-Gwen, and then we've got some villains, Mysterio and Venom. So just so much action happening at the Daily Bugle in this box. And then on the side, we just got, oh, well, that's a bad glare there. You kind of see the Daily Bugle symbol. And then I'm going to turn it to the back, and you kind of see how this building comes apart, so you can kind of get to the different areas, so you can kind of, for more filming, for playing, whatever you might want to do. But since it's for 18 plus, I'm going to say it's probably more for filming than playing, but let's be honest, even us AFOLs like to play with Legos. But you've got the street view, the taxi, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, and then the roof with the Daily Bugle sign and the antenna tower. Then we've got the actual building over here, so all put together. You kind of see the other side of the building. So this is a 3D model. A lot of times you get these models and they're, you know, they're really meant to be displayed from one angle, but this, all the angles are going to be used, which is great. And I'm going to flip this box around again. This time you kind of see the side sets here. They kind of give you an inside view of the offices, a closer look of, you know, some of the scenes or sets you might want to use in your build. And then here's what got me. This is the reason I wanted this set. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and to get all these different minifigures is just so cool. So I'm going to rearrange the camera here so you can get a better shot of them. So this is the real draw for the set. All of these minifigures, you know, of course you have the actual size of the character, but you've got Sandman, Green Goblin. Green Goblin's seen a lot of sets. Then we have some of our, you know, our civilians, if you will. You've got Amber Grant, Bernie the cab driver, Ron Barney, Robbie Robertson, Ben Urich, J.J. Jameson, Betty Brant, Peter Parker, who's a civilian when he's not in a Spider-Man outfit, Aunt May, Gwen Stacy, and then we get into the heroes and the villains of this set. You got Miles Morales, the Ghost Spider, I think I call her Spider-Gwen, Firestar. I was really excited about Firestar because, you know, I'm old enough where I used to love the Super Friends cartoon where you had Spider-Man, Firestar, and Iceman living in an apartment together. Spider-Ham, who doesn't like Spider-Ham? Black Cat, another really cool villain that we've never seen before. You know, Carnage and Venom, very popular villains, but we've seen them in a few sets. Doc Ock has a lot of different costumes, a lot of different sets. Blade, I thought Blade was a very interesting choice to put in here because he's not really closely connected to Spider-Man. I mean, I thought Morbius would be a more closer connection, but you know, Blade, I'll go for it because we're probably not going to see that in a Lego set. Mysterio, Daredevil, I love the classic looking Daredevil outfit, and of course the Punisher. And I feel like Punisher is going to be a lot like Deadpool, where he's not going to be available in a lot of sets because he's so violent. But what do you say we bust this box open and see what's inside? Alright, so now I've got my teensy tiny knife for my big box. So let's open up this teensy tiny knife for my big box. So right here I'm going to cut along the edges, take off that tape, get rid of the minifigures. I'm going to close this knife, open it up, boom, boom, bam, boom. So there's all the bags inside, and I think it might be time to dump this bad boy out. Let's see what happens. And then I remember when I got my Ghostbuster house, I was surprised the big box fell out. But yeah, you get, not only do you have all these little bags, but you get this nice big box as well. So here's all the bags piled on the table, and let's just kind of take a look at these. We have 16, bag 16. I'm seeing Spider-Man's leg piece there, a lot of red and blue pieces, and Doc Ock inside bag 16. Bag 10, got the pizza delivery sign, and it looks like Peter Parker's outfit. And let's see, number 13 has lots of clear pieces, these translucent clear window pieces, so we'll probably be doing just the side scales with this bag 13. Bag 12, again, got a lot of red, light blue pieces in 12. Oh, and it looks like I've got the Ghost Spider in this one, so bag 12, we'll be building the Ghost Spider. Bag 11, I'm seeing like a lot of beams, so this is probably going to be one of like the between floors, so where we build the modular part, makes it modular so you can take it apart. Number 15, got that white radar dish, you got this big tower, so this is probably the roof of the Daily Bugle, and I'm seeing Firestar in this one. That's number 15, we'll get to do Firestar. Bag 13, let's see what's in bag 13. Got some big windows, got one of the office workers at the Daily Bugle. I'm not sure who that's going to be yet because the suit and tie, I haven't quite memorized what character is which. 14, bag 14, one large flat plate and some long pieces. Again, it's probably going to be like a base of the floor somewhere. 14, oh, I recognize Spider-Ham right there. So bag 14, we're going to get to do Spider-Ham. Spider-Pig, Spider-Pig, does whatever a Spider-Pig can. I love The Simpsons too. Bag 11, we've got some more of these long bean pieces, and it looks like, yep, Green Goblin will be in bag 11, so it's probably going to be crashing through the ceiling. 12, it's got a lot of these light blue pieces and red pieces, so I'm seeing some tile work being done. 14, just lots of tiny gray, small, tiny gray pieces. Oh, 14, got a lot more of those trans clear window pieces, so we're going to be building the side of the house with that. It's one thing I remember when I built the Ghostbuster houses. It was when you get these long buildings, there's a lot of repetitive building, brickwork, window work, so there's going to be tedious parts to this set. And you got a lot of, oh, this looks like Blade's head there, so I think I have Blade here with all these pieces, and somebody else. I don't recognize. Oh, wait, that's weird. That looks like Firestar's face. Oh, you know why? Because there's more than one bag 15. So that's why I was like, why is Firestar's face here when I saw her costume somewhere else? So that's why. So I see Firestar's face there. We have bag 11 with, again, more of these trans clear window pieces and gray pieces. So I know that side of the building, it's probably going to be the least exciting part of the build, but you know, you got to do it to get the whole thing. Bag 10, lots of trans clear pieces inside of there. So that just side window just takes up a lot of space and a lot of pieces. Then we have a bag 16, which looks like the rest is Spider-Man and Doc Ock. So small bag Spider-Man. Lots of blue and red. So I'm thinking bag 16, I'm probably building the Spider-Mobile. That's my guess, based on all the blue and red pieces. And then we also have bag 9 or 6. I believe this is bag 9. So bag 9 is Mysterio, that big old bulge head of his. We got some nice green pieces. Yeah, definitely Mysterio. There's his torso piece. So that's bag 9. And now there's that big white box I was talking about earlier. So you get this box. Oh wow, my camera just went dark. I wonder if that's going to be on the editing floor. Let's see. But anyway, you have this big white box, kind of keep some of the pieces in there, because I think they don't want too many bags just rolling around this huge box. So they put these white boxes inside. And like I said, the first time I did a big box opening, I was shocked to see that. I was like not expecting to see this white box that kind of contains it, but it's very plain, nothing to them. It's almost, you know, very just utilitarian. It's got the number on it, but nothing to it. But here is the white box. I'm just going to do a little peel out here, slow little dump out, and there's the base plate, the very big base plate we need to support this huge tower. And then of course I can't do this all by my own, so there's the stickers and the very thick instruction manual. This thing is huge. And we've got bag 2. Bag 2 is, I see, a female character with the blonde hair, something that might be Gwen Stacy. Bag 3, more of those little clear window pieces. And then we have bag 7 with, let's see, I don't know who that is. I'm not sure who that might be. They got another suit, so it's another worker probably from the Daily Bugle. Oh, bag 5 is like the yellow pieces. I don't know what it's, so, oh, maybe this is part of the taxi. Maybe could be part of the taxi. Well, we'll find out when we build. Bag 5, more yellow pieces and a windshield. So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say bag 5 is in fact probably a lot of the taxi build. And we have bag 7, so many windows. I feel like I've got this many windows. There might be some kind of mock in my future of an aquarium tank or something. I just have so many window pieces now. Bag 4, not as exciting, just a few of those long pieces. And somebody's head, not sure whose head, but I do have looks like a female's head. Bag 3 here, I see Carnage, I see Punisher, so I'm looking forward to getting to bag 3. A lot of gray pieces. There's 2 pieces probably for Carnage. Uh-oh, you guessed it, bag 8 is more of these clear window pieces. Bag 8, oh, we got a big blue window, Punisher's legs. I think, well, it could be Black Cat's legs. Oh, yeah, and it was Black Cat's legs. You can see her head there. And you know, that's one thing somebody mentioned. I was talking to a friend of mine about this set and how he loved the minifigures. And his one complaint was that the legs are kind of boring. They don't really have a lot of leg print. And that's kind of a good example. I mixed up Punisher and Black Cat's leg piece, which I don't think should happen because they have very unique costumes. And then bag 4, very simple. I'll get to this really quickly with these long plates. bag 1. This will be the one I get to first. Got some green bricks, yellow bricks, a little rat. So of course I'm building a building in New York, so they got to give me a rat piece, right? Lots of rats in New York. Maybe I'll build a subway next. But there's bag 1. Bag 6. This is bag 6, and what I'm noticing now is, if you remember earlier, I was a little confused about bag 6 or 9 because they used to put a little dot underneath so you could tell the difference between bag 6 and bag 9. There used to be a little dot there to show you where the bottom was. Now they put this line with the QR code and some numbers so you can kind of tell by the other printing on the bag. But before, there was a dot to tell you whether you have a 9 or a 6, and now they just do the printing, so you have to just look at which way the printing is on the bag. So just something I learned just now, because I've not bought a set that had over 3 bags in a long time. Got some base plates here, some webbing, some fire. So it's just kind of not really named or labeled. You just kind of grab these when you need them. Oh, there's a Daredevil. Got Daredevil's costume in bag 4. So bag 4 will have Daredevil. Bag 8, a lot of gray pieces here. You know, it's a big building. There's going to be a lot of structural integrity that we need to make it stand. So I was expecting lots of gray pieces. A little overwhelmed by the amount of trans clear pieces. And then bag 2, looks like we have, who is that? Red costume. Oh, it's one of the office workers. They got a little plaid suit there. So building part of the Daily Bugle office. A lot of green pieces in set 1 here. So a lot of green in 1. I wonder if that's going to be like the floor tiling or something, since this is the very first bag. And then we have, oh, and here's that dot I was talking about. You can see this dot here tells me it's 6. So I guess they're still using the dot for certain things. So here's a dot to tell me this is 6 as opposed to a 9. So that dot is telling me it's a 6. So I see that they're still using the old system too. But woo, this is going to be an insane build. I am really looking forward to building all of this. All right, now that we've opened up the box and this next part of the video is for adults only, I thought we'd kind of like take apart that instruction manual and just kind of look through it and talk about the set and what we're gonna build later on. So now that we've got that Lego haul video taken care of, we've got that Lego unboxing video taken care of, it's just us AFOL, it's just us adults. So remember, if you're a kid, you can stop watching. You're not gonna find this interesting unless you're an adult. So for us adults here, adults only, let's check out this huge instruction manual we got in our bag. So open it up, nice plastic. I got a couple sheets of stickers here. So it looks like we've got a smaller set of stickers. We've got the taxi, newsstand, the license plates. So it looks like the stuff that's going to be out in the street. And then this stuff looks like the stickers we'll use for the Daily Building Bugle itself. With the TV monitors and signage. So there's our stickers, or our decals, and just look at this beautiful book. Look, feedback and win, 3 stars, there's the cover. So nice, it's like thick, it's like when you used to get the toy catalog when you were a kid. So very excited. So on the front, oddly enough, Daily Bugle, I'm only seeing Daredevil, Sandman, and the Taxi. I'm not actually seeing Spider-Man, so that's kind of an interesting choice. So we open it up, and take the Bugle Tower tour. Got it in several different languages, so we can, you don't have to print one of these. You don't have to worry about all the different languages because Lego is worldwide. And we've got English, French, and I'm going to say ESP is probably Espanol, so probably Spanish. Here's all the minifigures we have. So right away, I mean, as you know from the unboxing, the minifigures is why I wanted this set. So I'm glad we get right off there. It looks like, let's see, we have Spider-Man, the original web slinging wonder. Man, I can talk. I need more of my coffee, I think. Let me get more of my coffee. Venom, dark, dangerous. Villain with an alien origins. Carnage, powerful alien enemy of Spider-Man and Venom. aka Peter Porker, Spider-Ham, part pig, part spider, all hero. So it looks like we just have a little tiny blur about all these people. So if you don't know who they are, like maybe some of you don't know who Firestar is, it's a mutant hero with the ability to conquer fire. So there's Firestar. I think we all know who Aunt May is, but some we may not know if you're not really into the comic books is like you might not know who Betty Brant is, the Bugle staff member and romantic interest of Peter Parker. So yeah, Peter Parker dated her for a while. She had a crush on Peter Parker, but these are kind of characters you might not know unless you read the comic books. I think everybody knows J.J. Jameson, everybody knows Aunt May, but there are some people you might not know if you didn't read the comic books. And then building the Bugle, the interview with the designer. So here's the designer who kind of came up with it. Looks like Mark John Stafford was the one who designed the Daily Bugle for all of us to enjoy. Headline news, interview with the Lego graphic designer. Interesting, we'll learn about the stickers. Stop the presses. Again, in 3 different languages. And now I think we all recognize this page, right? So we open up to the instruction manual page here and we start building. It looks like for the 3 bags, we're going to build the base of the building. We're going to get Punisher, Carnage, and then a few of our, I'm calling them civilians, even though Aunt May's in there. And then 4 and 5, we're building the taxi, Sandman, so now we're kind of building the street stuff that's going to be on there. 6, 7, and 8, we're getting to the 2nd floor building. 9, 10, and 11, looks like we get to the 3rd floor. And 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 looks like it's dedicated to the roof. So there's going to be a lot of detail here with the Daily Bugle sign, the towers, and look at all those minifigures. I mean, here, like each one, we get a few minifigures. You got 3 here, 3 here, like a couple civilians and Daredevil, civilians and Black Cat, Peter Parker, Mysterio, and then here we get all those vehicles. I'm sorry, minifigures and the vehicle there. There's Aunt May, so our very first build is Peter's sweet aunt, and they've got that big old base plate going on. And this usually is like a little more tedious part of the process, but it's exciting because you're just starting. So I'll be looking forward to kind of creating the floor plan to the Bugle here. And it's also difficult too because you got to really pay attention to how many studs are here. Because I know it's easy to kind of like be one stud off and be like, where was I? Where'd this piece go? And you get a little confused. But look at this. This is really cool. And then we get to bag 2. We've got 2 more of our minifigures. And it looks like we're kind of designing inside one of the rooms of the Daily Bugle. What's that? It says the exit. So I'm not sure what room this is going to be for the Daily Bugle. Maybe it's just the ground floor. Let's see, we got this. We got the walls going on. Building up. Oh, it's a little cool, like the texture they put in these things. Got the windows, got a little vending machine. Every office needs a vending machine, am I right? Where else are you gonna make conversation? Especially now that the water coolers aren't like popular. Who needs water when you get a soda? Oh, it looks like they're actually filling up with cans of soda. Little front desk, the security gate here, because let's face it, reporters aren't the favorite people right now. A lot of that going around. Bag 3, we're gonna get to Carnage and Punisher, so that's kind of a fun bag. Now we're going to get some things we can actually play with. I mean, as adults, would we really play with it? Yes. So building up that room. Man, this main lobby seems like it's going to take a long time to put together. There's all those, I remember when we were doing the unboxing, we saw all those translucent clear window pieces, so that's going to be a big part of this build. It's a big, big part. Got the front entrance. I love that kind of like, I just realized that checkered kind of marble entranceway. That's really kind of a cool design. Oh, looks like we're using the first really big sticker with the monitor. Oh, bag 4, we're going to get Daredevil. Got a nightstick. It's kind of cool. What are we going to build? What is that? It's just, oh, okay, it's like the side of the building. Oh, it looks like maybe it's going to pop out, so it's like an action scene, so we can get some action of, let's be honest, these places where superheroes work need a lot better insurance because they are always getting destroyed. Yeah, let's see, I wonder if that does come off. Got some webs in the back, of course. Spider-Man's going to leave a lot of webs. Maybe it's his clothing, huh? Could that be his clothing? Let's go back a bit. I'm not sure if we see it. Spider-Man is always webbing up his clothing when he has to go as Peter Parker Spider-Man, so he's webbing him on the wall. So That might be what that is. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickles did Peter Piper pick in a pickled pepper? That's right. I used to do tongue twisters. I used to do them and do really well at them. And now apparently I can't talk. Sandman. This Sandman build is so, like, the Sandman minifigure is cool, like really cool, but I love this build that you're doing with him coming out of the sand of the floor. So this is a taxi, and I think, we get lots of taxis. I think there's even a taxi in the Battle Bridge set. You set something in New York, there's gonna be a lot of taxis. I mean, even now with Uber and Lyft, I feel like taxis is New York. But here's that structure of there's the Sandman coming out of the ground, and this is just such a cool, like, dynamic set piece to give so much life to this set, to make it just more than a static model. Got your dumpster. All right, got more big old Daily Bugle employees. This looks like we're going on the second floor here. I'm loving these orange pieces, actually, all these tile pieces. I might use those for a brickhead mock I've been wanting to do for a while. Got the fire escape. See, fire escape on that wall. Oh, now we're getting the chairs in there. Oh, this looks like it might be like the conference room. I'm thinking maybe this might be the conference room where they're all thinking about the stories that they want to do. Who's gonna, the bullpen, I guess, would be in the terminology. Okay. Bag 7, another employee, Ben Urich, I think. Is that Ben Urich? Gonna be a lot of structural supports in this building with a little snack table. Gotta have your donuts and coffee. Very important. Donuts and coffee is the key to a happy workspace. Am I right? That's right. That's this AFOL. See, a kid wouldn't like that. What are you talking about? Coffee and donuts. Give me a milkshake. But no, coffee. Black Cat. So we kind of got our first. Because we had Superman villain. But the Black Cat is one of those villains of Spider-Man that I've always really loved. He's so great because with me, Spider-Man's always been about Peter Parker, and the Black Cat has caused so much problems with Peter Parker's romantic life that I've really loved her as a character. Even the silly stuff like when the Kingpin cursed her to curse Spider-Man with bad luck that would eventually lead to his death, so they had to like separate because she was given like a bad luck curse. Oh yeah, I read all the comic books when I was a kid. I read everything. I really didn't stop reading Spider-Man comic books until the clone saga. Like I read up to Ben Urich. Oh no, I read past that and I actually started back up. I started back up and then quit when Doc Ock took over Spider-Man's body and became Peter Parker for a year. I was like, I'm done. That's just it. Just that was the shark for me. I'm like, that was too much for me. It's like the clone it went on too long, but I got back into it. But when Doc Ock actually took over Spider-Man's body, I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm good. I'll go with the older stories. But here's Mysterio, who I've always liked Mysterio. He's been kind of fun, and I think they did a good job with this character in the film. So he was kind of like one of those weird characters, like, how are you going to play him out? But, leave it to Disney to figure out how to actually make the character work. So you got more buildings going on here. Of course, buildings. One big building. Got more fire escape. And then we have Peter Parker, his little satchel here. That's kind of fun little piece to give him. I almost wish they would have given us like a Peter Parker with like half a mask, like because he has to do so much changing in the Daily Bugle when he finds out something's happening. That I wish we would have seen that here. You got your stack of newspapers. You got an old school copier. That's right. Come on, we're working in a newspaper here, so we gotta have some old technology like the Xerox copier. Not everything's gonna get emailed. Got our wall. It's kind of a cool looking wall. A little picture of Spider-Man. I'm thinking this might not be JJ's office if Spider-Man's picture's there without like a dart in it. If there's a dart, then oh yeah, it could be his, but no dart, so I don't think it's JJ's office. And then, Green Goblin. Now we've seen the Green Goblin a lot, so he's an important villain, but I think I would have liked to seen somebody different than Green Goblin, or maybe like just a more drastically different looking Green Goblin. Just because I just feel like he's been in so many sets that I think he's like the only villain here. I was like, okay. I think I've already got like 3 Green Goblins, so didn't need more. I've got 1 Hobgoblin. That's one of the Ghost Rider set I have. I got the Ghost Rider with the Hobgoblin. I love that set. That's such a cool, like, non-Spider-Man set, because Hobgoblin Spider-Man is cool, but you want, you know, I got it for Ghost Rider. Oh, here we got that kind of that wall that's falling apart. I love that, the falling apart window, like the Green Goblin's crashing through it, or he threw a pumpkin bomb at it. Just such, like I said, this, one of the things I loved about this Daily Planet set, besides all the minifigures, was all the, just the dynamic sets. There's so much action happening. It just wasn't the Daily Bugle building. You've got windows exploding, Sandman coming out of the sidewalk. There's just so many great, like, moving parts. Here we've got the Ghost Spider, and we're building yet another floor. I love all these different colors they're using for the for tile pieces for the floor. It's gonna, you know, not only just to give the building itself more life, but also just as somebody who likes to build mocks, it's gonna give me a lot of pieces to work with, especially like the brickhead stuff I do, because one of the biggest things that stops me from doing a lot of the brickheads I want is I don't have the colors that I need for those characters. Oh, we finally got JJ. That's kind of a cool, I've never seen this pen before. He's got a little Sharpie pen here. That's like really cool. I have never seen that piece before. I wonder if it's like just a lipstick thing kind of redone or brand new. That's really cool. So we've got, oh, some awards here. So this is probably JJ's office. It's looking a lot, oh yeah, look at that. There's his awards, there's a secretary desk, Betty Brant's desk. So this is JJ's office. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be the one with Spider-Man's picture because, you know, as we know, he hates that menace. And then here's Spider-Ham. Very excited. Spider-Man's ham has come in a lot of sets, but I have yet to get any with him, so I'm glad to finally get a Spider-Ham. And then we've got Miles Morales, Venom. Venom's another character we've seen a lot of, but at the same time, I feel like if you're gonna have Carnage, you should have Venom too. Through the office, a lot of windows in JJ's office. Got the sign out front. A lot of windows, and I gotta hurry up here because I just looked at the time. But bag 15, we get Blade and Firestar. I love these characters. I get her, she's tied into Super Friends. I didn't get Blade. I have no idea how they worked in Blade here, but I'm glad they did. And this is where we're getting that roof done. And it looks like it's not so much a lot of pieces versus just a lot of intricate work with like the water tower. The water tower is going to take a lot of pieces. A really good designed water tower. I might even not put these stickers on just because I like having the water tower itself. We've got the antenna because you've got to broadcast the news, get your radio signals. And then, that's Firestar and how she's flying through the air. And again, the set did a great job not only creating Daily Planet, but just doing a lot of movement. And here's the last bag. We get Spider-Man and his Jeep. The Spider-Mobile and Doc Ock, one of his classic villains. So, oh, the Daily Bugle sign. So this is where we know it's the Daily Bugle and not just some office building. But there it is. I am so looking forward to putting this set together with you all. And there's the finished set. And let's just look at all those pieces. Look at all the pieces that we're gonna have to use to put the Daily Bugle together. Well, thank you for watching my very first AFOL video focused on Spider-Man's Daily Bugle. I'm looking forward to more of these as we put this set together. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.